13th round with your main man, Kenny Caraway. We had a little boxing over the weekend. I was so engulfed in the football and everything. I didn't get a chance to go into the boxing the way I wanted to. But we had Gary Russell Jr., an absolute enigma for his entire career, one of the most talented guys in boxing year in and year out, but just not accomplished at all and never fights for whatever reason. He fought on Saturday and he ended up taking a loss and lost his WBC featherweight title in Atlantic City over a decision loss to Mark. How you say his name again? Maxoya? I think that's how you say it. Either way, Gary Russell Jr. lost. That was tough. That's not necessarily the story, right? The story for me is the double standards, once again, that we see from these people in the boxing media. And that's why you got shows like the 13th round. That's why you got guys like Boxing Ego who are out there talking and open your eyes to some of the stuff that's going on. In this fight, before the fight, Gary Russell said, yo, I'm injured. I'm injured right now. I'm gonna keep the fight going, but I'm injured. I'm gonna try and gut it out. I don't want to reschedule the fight, nothing like that. Shoulder give me a problem. I'm injured. He loses, and I think he talks about it again after the fight. And then you got guys like Dan Rayfield who go on Twitter and they say, if you get in the ring and fight, I don't want to hear excuses. If you're hurt, postpone. If not, shut the F up. Well, that's interesting because Dan Rayfield was also the same one that tweeted after Lomachenko lost to Teofimo Lopez and tried to complain about his shoulder being hurt. Somebody asked him, here we go again, using Loma's injury as an excuse. And Dan, at that point, said, when you have surgery, it's not an excuse. It's a fact. So, Dan, you telling me that it's cool to give Loma a pass and talk about how it's a fact when he's injured, but when Gary Russell Jr. talks about he was injured, nobody wants to hear that. He needs to shut the F up. No, Dan, I think you need to shut the F up. That's the 13th round.